So you're thinking about moving to Redmond, Oregon. Okay, we're in Redmond downtown today. We're gonna be checking it out, giving you guys a full vlog style tour of what downtown Redmond's all about, the second largest town in Deschutes County. We haven't done a lot of videos in Redmond lately, so we wanted to give you guys a feel on a fantastically sunny day of what downtown in Redmond is all about. So this video sounds like it's for you. Stick around. We're gonna be getting after it right now.
This is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, playing, the good and the bad of Bend, Oregon, Redmond, Oregon, and the surrounding areas. Subscribe to the channel, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what's going on here in Central Oregon. My name is Zach Nutter, this is Ryan Rudloff, both licensed brokers with eXp Realty in the state of Oregon, and we've lived here for over 30 years and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to connect with you and help you make the smooth move here to Central Oregon.
So we're downtown right now. Redmond is a town of 36,000 people, second largest town in Deschutes County, and it has a fantastic little downtown here. The Highway 97, that's the main artery through Deschutes County, has actually been relocated to our left about 1,000 feet. So there's a bypass that goes around downtown. It used to come right through downtown. So the big old semi trucks that were going from the north part of Oregon all the way down to California, they would have to come right through downtown. It didn't make it very nice for some of the businesses that were trying to operate here. But since then, about 10 years ago, it's been relocated to our left, and so now we have a much more traditional style downtown with all kinds of shops, restaurants, things like that. Very up and coming. It's a fantastic little spot to come spend some time.
So downtown Redmond used to be a ghost town. You know, that's kind of the theme for Bend was similar, and there wasn't a lot of commerce and a lot of great restaurants because, like Ryan alluded to, the highway went straight through here. So this was bumper to bumper traffic. It was really hard. You can tell there's already still quite a bit of traffic that goes down here, but this is mostly all localized traffic. People that are actually coming downtown. There is a theater down here. There's some of the best restaurants in Central Oregon downtown. You have Carnival, you've got
Diego's,
Oshi, Sushi,
Brick House,
yeah, the Brick House. Really good restaurants that people actually, some people will come from Bend to come eat here. So they've really revitalized it. They've redone a lot of the buildings. There's a ton of little shops and everything else in here. Downtown Redmond has really become a fun, vibrant place here in Central Oregon.
Absolutely. So as of this recording right now, it's mid-March and it's about 60 degrees outside. We're sitting at 3,000 feet in elevation as opposed to 3,600 up in Bend, about 15 miles to the north. So it gets a little bit warmer here. And so on these early spring days when the sun comes out, it is absolutely awesome to be outside enjoying what downtown Redmond has to offer. Like we talked about earlier, there's about 36,000 people in Redmond right now. It's a very booming town. I mean, it's growing as fast as Bend, maybe even faster. And right now, as of this recording, the median home price is about $510,000. So $200,000 or so less than Bend.
They have, down here, they have workout facilities. There's the Odom Theater, which is a really small kind of vintage theater where they have movies and different stuff like that. You've got tattoo shops, you've got a candy shop. There's so much stuff down here, but the thing that we really want to show you is what they did for this hotel. So this is the old downtown hotel, and there's a red sign there. We can't go right now. Ryan's gonna get us ran over one day on these videos. But it's got a rooftop bar. They've completely redone the inside. You feel like you're in a big city when you go in this hotel. So we're gonna walk over there and show you that amazing new revamped hotel. But just off of downtown, which we'll show you around a little bit, there's all kinds of housing. So the houses are built in the early 20s, 30s, 40s. Beautiful, cool homes that are super close proximity to everything downtown Redmond. So we're excited to show you those houses. What's behind us is one of the best sushi places in Central Oregon. This is Oshi Sushi. I've never been to Terra Kitchen, but every time I come down here, there's more food, more shops. Like this place is really growing and becoming an awesome place to hang out.
Very vibrant. Yeah, it's been developed over the last several years, and it's become a very hotbed for business. And Redmond actually is very business friendly, small business friendly. The city of Redmond really tries to accommodate anybody that tries to come in here, bring a concept. And like Bend, there's a lot of people that relocate to Central Oregon and ultimately choose Redmond as opposed to Bend or somewhere else. And they discover Redmond after coming to Bend first, or maybe Sun River. But after looking through Redmond a little bit, they decide, wow, this is actually a great spot as well. And ultimately they decide that this is the better fit, because Bend and Redmond are two different style of cultures of towns, even though they're so close together. But Redmond has a lot that they bring to the table that maybe Bend even doesn't have themselves.
Some of the things Brian and I were talking about when we were heading this way were the views in Redmond. They have some of the most amazing views here. Bend's known for having huge mountain views and everything like that, but we have some of the best views right here in Redmond. They also have the Dry Canyon, which is really cool. How many miles of trail?
It's like
Dry Canyon?
3 miles long.
So it's this little dry canyon right in the middle of town that kind of divides the town. And on either side, there's a lot of homes that sit right on the canyon. The ones that are on the east side of the canyon facing west have beautiful mountain views. And then the houses on the west facing the east have great canyon views. But the Dry Canyon's a huge perk of being here in Redmond. Also, you have the airport. So Central Oregon's commercial airport is based in Redmond. It's on the south end of Redmond. It's about 15 minutes from Bend. But so you have a commercial airport, and it has direct flights to Seattle, Salt Lake City, Denver, LA, San Francisco, Phoenix, Arizona, and that list keeps growing as the airport is growing, as the towns are growing. So a lot of people have been able to relocate here. They have a remote job, but they have to check in once a month or once every couple weeks. We were having dinner with one of our friends last night. He actually has to go down to the Bay Area once a week, jumps on a flight, there, back the next day. We have those direct flights, and our airport's grown to being such a small community. It's really nice to have those amenities.
Totally. So we are actually going southbound on 6th Street now. What we're gonna do is take a left here and show you guys what downtown Redmond going northbound on 5th Street looks like. So we'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, now we're heading north. We're walking. We're on 5th Street. This is the other one-way road in downtown Redmond. And like we talked about earlier, there's all kinds of businesses down here. A lot of traffic you can see on a day like today. It's Friday. But there are food truck lots around here. There's General Duffy's to our right. Wild Ride Brewing is a very popular brewery with food trucks as well. It's up here ahead on the right-hand side. Redmond really is taking a stand and making it its own little town, separate from Bend, but still a lot in common. People in general they live in Redmond, they love it here. A lot of times they have to commute to Bend for certain amenities and services that Redmond doesn't otherwise have. But as Redmond continues to grow, it's becoming one of those towns where they offer everything that you need. Zach touched on the fact that the airport is here. We also have the Deschutes County Fairgrounds. So Redmond kind of is the center of Central Oregon in some ways.
So at the fairgrounds, for a long time, our fairgrounds, I feel like, have been underutilized. We have a great fair, a rodeo during the fair. We have some concerts out there. For years, I don't feel like they've utilized that space very well. Our fairgrounds are fantastic. They're huge, beautiful buildings. In the last couple of years, they've started doing a lot more festivals and stuff. And we had a festival this last summer that was like folk country music. There was probably 40,000 people there daily. Maybe that might be an exaggeration. Maybe been like 10 to 20, but it felt like 40,000 people. And then there was another festival they had that was more of like an EDM type deal. And I know the folk festival is coming back again this year. And I think they're going to continue to utilize that space more and more. So we're going to continue to get more events, more festivals, more stuff at the fairgrounds, because it's such a beautiful space that just has been really underutilized. But that is right here, right next to the airport. Redmond has some of the best amenities. How far are we from Mount Bachelor?
We're probably a 45 minute drive. Yeah, so it's going to be closer to Bend, but you have to go through Bend to get there. But it's about a 45-minute drive or so.
So how many people would, I mean, that's so close compared to where a lot of people live. They got to go hours to get to the mountain.
Man.
So I don't feel like if you move to Redmond that you can't enjoy the experience of the mountain. You're still only 45, 50 minutes away from the 6th largest ski resort in the world.
Yeah, plus we're also
North America, sorry.
We're also in relatively close proximity to our other ski resort, which is Hoodoo, and that's up on the Santa Ana Pass, and it's probably a little bit more accessible in Redmond or from Redmond than it is from Bend, and you drive through Sisters to get there.
Yeah, so we're approaching Wild Ride Brewing. They've got, they have like 6 food truck lots here now.
Yeah, they really popped up here in town.
I believe that someday, this is my personal belief, but I believe someday Redmond will be the big city and Bend will be more of the resort style community. Eventually, they're probably going to connect to one another.
They'll merge at some point down the road.
But it just has there's a lot more space to grow here than there is in Bend.
Yeah.
Bend's kind of socked in. Bend can really only move east right now. So, but yeah, it's so fun to spend some time out here in Redmond. There's a ton of great shops. You don't find downtown, you don't find really any big box stores, anything like that. It's a lot of mom and pop local shops. You got some jewelers and different stuff like that. But there's a lot of great food here. There's a lot to do. 2 high schools in Redmond.
2 high schools.
Redmond High, and then you've got Ridgeview. Ridgeview's the newer school. It was built about
6 years ago.
6 years ago, that's it?
Yeah, 2016, 2017-ish, in that range.
So newer school, beautiful complex with tons of sports fields and different stuff. Redmond's been here for as long as I can remember. It's been here, 80 years plus probably?
Yeah.
One of the older high schools in Central Oregon. So we're on the less busy side of the road as far as like businesses go. They're kind of a little more spread out here. You've got a bunch of restaurants, another food truck lot up there.
We're in close proximity to Smith Rock State Park too.
Yeah.
So it's about a 15-minute drive from where we're standing right now. And that is the one of the larger rock climbing formations in the Northwest. They draw up to 800,000 visitors a year. And it is truly one of the better places to go for a hike. And it's just right off the beaten path from Redmond, much closer than Bend, which is another amenity that is closer to Redmond than Bend. If you like the lake life, Lake Billy Chinook is going to be probably a 25 to 30-minute drive from where we're at right now. And then there's also Prineville Reservoir to the east of here, which is going to be a much shorter commute from Redmond than Bend. But those are 2 of the primary ski lakes that we have in our area. And a lot of people will commute back and forth from Prineville to Redmond and vice versa, as opposed to going to Bend.
From here, you're also closer to Portland. Cuts off about 20 minutes out of your commute. So depending on where you're going in Portland, about 2 hours, 15 minutes, 2.5 hours to Portland from here in Redmond. So if you're traveling back and forth to Redmond, that could be a huge plus for people. Just having that little bit closer proximity. Did we talk about the difference in snow here compared to Bend?
We just touched on the elevation difference, but
Okay.
yeah, there's certainly a difference in snow accumulation as well, being about 600 feet lower. Redmond does get snow, but much less, and it doesn't last nearly as long as it does in Bend. So if you're someone that is trying to avoid a lot of snow, Redmond could be a better fit than Bend too.
Yeah, so Central Oregon is known as a high desert, but Redmond definitely feels more like a high desert than Bend does. Bend, because of the additional elevation, has a lot more big ponderosa pine trees. In Redmond, you find a lot more juniper trees. And so it definitely does feel a little drier here. And you can just noticeably see the difference here compared to Bend, as far as the type of trees that we have and different stuff like that.
Yeah, the tree line is really interesting, Zach. You bring that up because the ponderosas are up against the mountains and the foothills of the Cascades. And the further east and the further north we go, it turns into more of a primary juniper tree area. So that's kind of interesting as well. Anything else we need to cover today?
I think that about wraps it up. We'll get some great B-roll so you guys can see what this great place looks like. Redmond's growing like crazy. I think it's an amazing opportunity here. And all the people that we've helped move here absolutely love it. We talk to them quite a bit and like, thank you so much. We absolutely love Redmond. Rarely go to Bend. So Ryan talked about this earlier. It is so self-sufficient now. I'd say 15, 20 years ago, you'd need to go to Bend for a lot of things if you wanted to experience those, but they have so many great restaurants, shopping. They've got a super Walmart, they've got a Home Depot, they've got all kinds of stuff. The Costco in Bend is getting moved to the very south, or the very north end of Bend.
Yep.
Let's cut over through here. Very north end of Bend, so it's going to be much closer to Redmond now than it was, and it's right off of Highway 20 there, so it'll be really quick to get there. So I think that's about it. It's a really great community. We'd love to show you around, so if you want to take a tour of Redmond with us, let us know. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to connect with you guys and explore Redmond together.
Thank you guys so much for watching. When it's your time, please do so. Reach out. It starts with you, and we will plan on seeing you guys on the next video.